have a little question for you. If you were to crash land in the tropics, would you know how to survive?
Well, our next ABC15 salutes Arizona veterans. Honoree does. And let's just say his job, well, it's out of this world. We want you to meet retired Air Force Master Sergeant Pete Martinez.
I was Mr. Everything in high school. Student body president, first string running back, 3 varsity letters. I graduated, and it was like a black curtain came down on my life. I ain't nobody. Married my high school sweetheart. March the 18th, we celebrated 63 years of marriage. She gave me 6 outstanding children, tremendous achievers. I couldn't afford to send one to college. All of my children worked their own way through college. I like to think that maybe they said, Dad never attended college during the day one time. He worked all day long to provide for us, and then he went to college at night. I've been all over this world. I've been to 27 countries. The reason they sent me to the Tropic Survival School, that was the only school in the United States Air Force that taught guys going to Vietnam on how to survive in the jungle. The reason they sent me down there because I'm fully bilingual. Dear Sergeant Martinez, the 14 of us thoroughly enjoyed the training period we spent with you in the Canal Zone. More than that, each of us greatly benefited from the very excellent training that you provided. Again, our personal thanks for the excellent training. This is the 4th man to walk on the moon. These are all the signatures of the original astronauts, the Mercury astronauts. James Lovell, Dick Slayton, John Glenn. They asked me to take my picture with the Gemini Apollo astronauts. Since I retired from the military, which was 1975, we have been doing volunteer work with the people helping people. I still do a lot of work for the church. I'm a lecturer at the church, a hospitality minister. I was in charge of the 4th degree Knights of Columbus. I would want to tell them that simply, if you see someone that is less fortunate in any way, see how you can help them. You know, what can I do for you?
Truly a hero. Unfortunately, Pete could not be with us this morning. His family shared. He has just gotten out of the hospital due to a serious illness. We are sending him our thoughts and our prayers, but we are so excited to have Pete's friend, Nicholas Nabelski. He is the one who nominated Pete for this honor. Great to see you.
Great to be here.
You were just looking at it going, wow.
Some things I've seen before, other things I haven't, so it's really... It's always impressive.
It is impressive. He's an impressive.
He's
an
fantastic.
Impressive gentleman. Why did you find it so important to nominate him?
He's such a giver. You know, he's got such a great story to tell with his past, but he's such a giver. He cares about people, helping people. When I first met him, we were both in the Knights of Columbus. It was my first meeting. I stood up and I said, how do I find out more about what you guys do? And Pete raised his hand, said, I'll be your mentor.
Wow.
And I don't remember anything else of that meeting. I remember Pete, because Pete said, I'll be your mentor. And ever since, we've been really good friends. And he just has so much to give. He's done so much for the community. And especially for the Knights of Columbus, he cares so much about the church.
Yes, and that's something that's so dear to him. He talked about it in that piece. And when he's absent, you can feel it.
Oh, yeah, totally. He's been sick for almost a month now. And the brothers, we call the Brother Knights, we miss him. We're always asking about him. We send our prayers out to him and his family. And, you know, he mentioned that he was a lecturer. He's also a greeter. And so when you see that infectious smile, and when you're walking through those doors, you're seeing him first. And he's just fantastic. He's so nice to be around him. You feel so much better when you're with him.
And he wanted to mentor you. What was that like? What did he teach you? What has he shown you along the way?
You know, it's really much, we always say, you can talk as much as you want, but you really show by your actions. And Pete, just by showing up to all the different things that he's done, he brings his infectious smile, his enthusiasm, his passion. And I just kind of live off that, whatever he's doing. He's always at different events. So he's just a very caring person.
Yeah, and in your letter, you talked very specifically about that in your nomination letter. And what is it now to see him being honored in this way?
Oh, I think he's so deserving. There's so many people that give so much. Now, he's served more than 20 years in the Air Force. He comes home, he starts 2 organizations for veterans. He's involved with the Special Olympics. He's involved with kids, you know, he's helping the kids. He's helping the community. Just recently, he was the #1 salesman of our raffle. The whole entire state, more than 100,000 men, and he's the winner. Why? Because he says he just talks to people. He's fantastic. He's just a great person to be around.
Well, we're definitely lifting him up this morning, and I know it's very special to you. We appreciate you being here.
I wish he was here. Yeah.
Yeah, we certainly do as well, but we are letting him know that we think about him dearly, and thank you so much.
Well, thank you for you and ABC15 and Sanderson Ford. It's a great honor.
Absolutely, and to thank Pete for his continued service to our community, Sanderson Ford would like to present him with a $500 gift card. ABC15 will be sure Pete receives this generous gift, and thank you.
Thank you so
for
much.
nominating him this morning.
Susan.